Hi, Tactical Chibi here with another video. Our goal today is to get the achievement Go Ahead Macau My Day. For that we will need to play as Portugal. To clarify, this achievement requires that we create a collab government in Macau. They will need to own all of the Chinese cores. That means that we need to capitulate whoever controls Chinese cores and give the territory while on the peace deal to our collab government. Now that we understand that, let's get rolling. Our first step is to take the focus Estado Novo. Then, for the research, we go for basic machine tools and construction 1. After that, we will focus on building infrastructure in resource-rich states. More resources means that we can trade for additional factories. This also will accelerate our military factory construction speed later on. Finally, let's produce convoys with our dockyards. Don't forget to exercise our navy. Experienced fleets will be far more effective and that XP will come handy later. On this guide, I will go for the monarchist path, as I think this is one of the easiest paths to get stronger very easily. Another note, at this point we should take improved working conditions for increased stability. Coming back to the focuses, our priority is to reach the Empire of Brazil. If we take the focus and we don't take the steer monarchist sentiment, the Empire of Brazil wins the civil war almost instantly. So after they win, we can core Brazil with no effort with the focus reunite the empire.
Nice.
After we unlock the traditionalist theorist advisor, we will hire him for more political power and party support. And yes, I forgot to change the occupation law to civilian oversight. Remember that we need 80% compliance to create a collab government, so don't forget to change it at the start of the game. Now, I'm actually going to take the steer monarchist sentiment decision. That means that we will fight in the Brazilian Civil War. I wanted to test if puppeting Brazil and letting them take some focuses would be better than annexing them instantly. Spoiler alert, it's not worth the hassle, they take too many useless focuses. For that reason, I will skip all of what I did on Brazil and keep only what is important for the achievement. On a side note, we need to start building military factories. If we take restoration of the monarchy with 50 or lower stability, a civil war will trigger, but it's very easy to avoid if we take the focuses one after another. At around this point, let's hire the army reformer to start getting army XP. In research, we need to start unlocking aircraft technology. The easiest way to roll over China is to use close air support. On the focuses, you should have already cored Brazil and restored the monarchy. After that, get the discounts on plain airframes from the military branch. Another note, as Japan declared war on China, we will send an attaché. For doctrine, I will go for Grand Battle Plan as it's my favorite and because it is very effective in China. On this game, I will focus on CIS and cheap infantry. My goal is that the infantry can fight long battles in low supply and allow our CIS to make damage to the Chinese equipment. Following, as we get enough compliance, we can create collaborations in our occupied territories. We will create them on Macau and every one of them to get more industry from the generic focus trees. On their note, we should go for partial mobilization as early as we can. Now, talking about the spirit of the academy, we can get whatever. But for the division command, logistical focus will be very useful. On the production side, the most important thing is weapons and support equipment. But we should be producing trucks and trains too. Also, anti-air will be useful when we fight Japan and the UK. As you can see, I'm planning to invade Spain, but in the end, I will not. Sometimes Spain's turn to fascism and we get a war goal on any fascist country with the last monarchy focus. With number superiority, it's very easy to capitulate Spain after their civil war. Just make sure to not waste any time you will be using taking down China as timing is very tight. As we get our basic airframe, we will start producing close air support. We are not producing fighters yet. As we get better research, we will improve the design. On a side note, we can build some infrastructure in Brazil to get more rubber. But the focus is building military factories. Now we will take the last focus of the monarchy path, which will give us a war goal on every fascist country, including Japan and also Spain if they are fascist. Moving forward, don't forget to take the army advisors, the logistic, artillery and infantry ones are pretty nice. Now, as the focus finishes, if we got a war goal on Spain, we should use it, but if not, just keep building strength. The ideal thing is that we can declare war on Spain because we can win very fast, increasing our industry almost for free. Also, it can help increasing world tension, allowing us to declare war on China earlier. Anyway, remember to take improved airframe as it unlocks more bomb slots for more ground attack per airplane. Also, we will make use of rangers since we are going to fight on a lot of mountain terrain. On a related note, the template we will use will look something like this. China's air force is weak, and we need to keep our supply usage low. This let us focus our factories on pumping out close air support, which will be our main source of damage. It's very important that we don't call our Chinese puppet to the war at the start. Unless we know that we can push, because with bad luck we can get encircled and lose all our divisions. It is safer to launch naval invasions at this location and start our advances from there. Once war tension reaches 50%, we should start justifying against China. We'll declare war as soon as we get the war goal. We should not forget to deploy the airplanes as they are being produced. Also, we need to get the Air Force spirits. I usually take the one that reduces doctrine cost first. It doesn't matter if sometimes we cannot advance, since China has a lot of divisions. The thing that matters is that we constantly deploy new CIS to destroy Chinese equipment, and we need to keep improving our CIS too. As we manage to capture the ports, we can send the full army and start going hard. My idea is to capitulate Yunnan and the Guangxi clique ASAP. With that, we will weaken the Chinese United Front by a lot. And because we opened a new front, the Japanese will advance easier on their side. While advancing, we shouldn't forget to connect any supply hub in the way. We can connect both ports to get more supply. Coming back to the CIS design, as we get more techs, the idea is very simple. Add bomb blocks and upgrade the engine. We don't need to give it armor or anything else since they don't expect fighters. As you can see, the Chinese divisions are very low in strength. Obviously, that means that they lack the equipment they need. We have to finish the Chinese as early as possible, since we need to capitulate Japan before the US joins the Allies. For that, we need to focus on capturing enemy victory points. We can get through the Chinese easily at this point. We need to keep improving CIS and most importantly, start producing fighters. I'm going to call my Chinese collab government to the war, since if we forget to do it, we cannot give them the territory we conquer. In the peace deal, the focus is to give all of the Guangxi clique and some coastal states to our puppet, to plan a naval invasion to Japan from there. If for some reason there is a warlord still existing, just start justifying on them. Now comes the RNG part of the run. With our tiny navy, we need to naval invade Japan. The only way we can get into Japan is if they move their navy somewhere else. Also, intel networks can help. When we feel ready, we will put the navy to naval invasion support and activate the naval invasion plans. Then we will declare war. I forgot I had military access from them and the naval invasion launched early. I got very lucky and got instant green naval supremacy. As we land, we need to secure the port and start pushing instantly. Because Japan is no longer at war with China, they will have their divisions free to protect their home island. So we need to secure Kyushu and Hiroshima as fast as possible. Our CIS is doing damage, but it's not near as effective as in China. This is mostly because of the Japanese fighters disrupting our CIS. In other news, it's very important to garrison the captured ports. And yes, I completely forgot to add the anti-air to the division. Don't be like me, please. Also, I forgot to deploy my couple of fighters. It's not like they can make a huge difference, but it's something. I tried to use my division puppets to garrison the ports, instead of my infantry. Big mistake, they did not arrive in time. Thankfully the AI is dumb and they did not cross from Kokura to Hiroshima. And now we even managed to encircle some of their divisions. Sadly, I made another mistake and got all of my division in the Kyushu island encircled. After some struggle, our divisions managed to save the day. As we managed to control the situation, we can finish the encircled divisions and continue our advances through the Japanese islands. Now, for some reason, nationalist Spain want to be in a faction with us. Why not? No, I find myself in another predicament. I don't have convoys for the supply, because of the Japanese Navy raiding my convoys. I think it's time to start begging for convoys. I will improve relations with a lot of countries and then ask them for lend-leases. Thanks to the convoys from Spain, we can resume the offensive. As we manage to cut the divisions in Kyoto and Osaka, we can take the rest of the island for free. We should not forget to call our Chinese collab government to the war before Japan capitulates. In the peace deal, we need to give all of the Chinese cores to our puppet, and we need to take the Japanese Navy. Our next objective is to capitulate any warlord left and the UK. We will plan an invasion from La Coruña to Liverpool. And after some preparations, we are ready to declare war. At this point in the game, defeating the UK is very easy. Don't forget to call the Chinese puppet to the war. As the UK capitulates, the only thing left is to give our China Chinese cores. And with that, the achievement is achieved. In about 1.5 hours, we got one of the hardest achievements, in a very easy way, without any over-the-top strategy. The only important thing is to be aware of timing. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like or a comment below. Also, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. This will help me a lot. See you in the next one.